already know. I'm about to get it in. About to put in that work. About to put in that grind on this 2K. Boom. About to try to get mega badges. So yeah. Right now, let's get this.
On the road for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for them. David, good evening.
I'm going for that. I'm telling you right now, I'm going for that grand badge. Well,
guys, he told me.
All right, thank you, David.
And the Pacers, going smaller in their front court, it hasn't really hurt them defensively. You look around the NBA, there just aren't that many power forwards who can hurt you on the block like in the old days.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And George kicks to Prez. George dishes to Prez. Fires the three. That shot, no good. And
I know it's going to slow down the broadcast a little bit. What the heck? How the heck? That's new.
will come the other way. And for the Pacers, when they go small, they're able to cover more ground defensively.
Yeah, even when teams post them up, guys, they can harass them by trapping and digging down from the wing. So that activity and length defensively is what they use. Nowadays, it's not just about spreading the floor offensively, but also being able to cover ground defensively. And that quickness of this team serves them well.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. George and Young are the forwards. Prez out there with Young. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he gets it to go.
And really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
Kicks it to Vasquez to stop the run. And it's sent back by Turner. Outside Wilson. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Prez kicks to Young. Count it. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the call will be against Prez. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And it seems everywhere we go in the league, we are starting to see more and more Prez jerseys in the crowd. He's really become a star in the league.
You know, and it's clear that he is a fan favorite in the league at this point. Part of it is his style of play, but I think a bigger part is just how Prez carries himself. It makes time for those around him.
You know, one thing with the Nets, they'll always be able to spend in free agency pretty deep pockets of the owner, make that available and happen. Part of that is because the arena is already a huge success, too.
Will it go? That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Back to Young. Outside Wilson. Shoots from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got his first 2 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time dropping delight.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
Hold up. Let me watch this video. Let's do what good you were saying. Hold up.
I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Stay sharp, finish strong.
These days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher, and is capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Young, and Scola pulls it down. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
The feed now to Bogdanovich. Looking to end the drought. Lopez, no luck.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Young in the corner. Kicks it out to Wilson. And the Pacers another three.
In the store.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Do not give them any life out there. Understood? We got this.
Like he'd be a small forward, but he's played at the power forward position for years now, and I think that's in part due to the way the game is played now in the NBA with stretch fours and spacing the floor. Thaddeus Young fits into that kind of game quite well.
Here's Lopez. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
But they recover it. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by Luis Scola. Nets trail by 18. He certainly can score at the power forward. Young has ability to space the floor and tack off the bounce. He's pretty special at that position.
Yeah, he really is. You know, he came into the league only after a year in college and has grown into a reliable scorer as a slasher and small ball forward man. So he's found and carved out a niche niche for himself.
Prez kicks to Young. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
To the inside. Bogdanovich passes to Vasquez. They get a hand on it. Outside, Scola. To the paint, Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, he might not be the fastest or the most explosive guy, but I really like the soft hands and the excellent footwork of Lopez, because those two things you can't teach, really.
Lopez over to help. Wilson with it. He's picked up by Lopez, and the shot is good. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
It's George on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Lopez can put on a low-post clinic, can he, guys? Not many big men with that kind of size and savvy to slow him down.
And I would even add, guys, not just the size and savvy, but the skill. I mean, this guy knows exactly what he's doing and has a tremendous shooting touch. And that's what makes him so potent as a back to the basket and face-up center.
Indiana leading by 19. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Bogdanovich, Scola out there with Luke Nba2k17. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He picked up 12 points and was very efficient on offense. He picked his spots on when to keep the ball moving or to shoot. That performance is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. And we'll see if he can continue to stay hot.
All right, David, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
That's me. That's me. That one's on me.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Doubled by Wilson. Here's Kilpatrick, defended by Young. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Second, the Pacers.
This is one of the best scoring teams in the league, actually. They found a nice offensive flow to their game, and they don't have any problem putting points on the board.
Now the dish to Bogdanovich. Poke loose. Turner with the steal. Wilson up top. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Magic in Orlando.
And I love the shot selection by Prez. Playing well within the offense there and burying a lot of buckets in the process.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
A moment here to check out some numbers for Prez.
His last 10 games have been exceptional. Tops in scoring, first in steals, and he's also got the second best three-point percentage in the league. An absolute deadeye from beyond.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
To the paint. His first shot coming late. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. After their move to Brooklyn, the Nets went with an all-in approach. Sold their future to try and put a title team together. Came up well short. Now they're left to rebuild.
Now the Nets have scrapped that approach, it seems, and it couldn't come at a better time. Learned some lessons from trying to sell their picks and future for a quick playoff run. New management and a new coach have said they are committed to doing things the right way, even if it is slower.
Here's Kilpatrick. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Here's Wilson, and once again off the mark by Indiana.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Young with the steal. The full court Hail Mary is offline.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Wilson left side from 15 feet away. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The 3, that's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Man, that's a nice looking shot from Prez. Beautiful. He's just dynamite from behind the arc.
Knocked away. Stolen by Wilson. Here's Indiana. They're on a 14-6 run. For the three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
They get a hand on it. Bogdanovich dishes to Nba2k17. Vasquez, that's good.
And Vasquez just loves toying with the defense with the catch-and-shoot jumper. It's almost impossible to defend.
Prez kicks to Young. From deep, Miles. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Vasquez. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Sinks the triple.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Scola passes to Vasquez. Shot clock at 5. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebound off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the call will be. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Indiana out in front, opening up a huge gap. It's time.
Hey, Kevin, man, rain and threes in the first half. How do you think they'll adjust to?
Bring it in, guys. Hey, great work in the first half. Hey.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. He's got 24 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young and Turner up front. Young is out there with Prez, and it's George in at the small forward.
Prez so deft with the jump shot, nailing these looks in his sleep.
And Young comes over to help, and the call will be against Prez. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Vasquez can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside Wilson. He dishes it to Young. An explosive finish there from Young.
And he might not do it too often, but Young can get some good lift if he has a path to the rim.
Poked away. Here's Kilpatrick. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Outside Wilson. And there's the pass to George. Here's Turner. The shot's good on the assist by George. 8 points for Miles Turner.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Vasquez. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And you can tell by the look on his face, boy, he is going through a lot of pain.
Yeah, clearly. And it looks like he's going to come out of the game to get it looked at.
And the Nets making a change here. Whitehead's checked in. Down low, here's Lopez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And at times in his career, Lopez has been criticized for not being a bigger presence on the glass.
Yeah, and he's admitted that he needs to be more of an aggressive presence, and that comes from mindset and mentality, especially on the defensive glass. Remember, though, he's a terrific rim protector, so he is an impactful two-way player.
Wilson. Oh, good on the triple. The Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Count it. Good.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
And again, it's Indiana converting.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Kilpatrick. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Whitehead. 13 feet away. Chalk up 2 there. Lopez has got 20.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Wilson with it. 30 points in the game. Here's Kilpatrick. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled 2 elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
Anthony Bennett's checked in for Brooklyn.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heat.
Teams of the Pacers past, Malice in the Palace, railing them in 2004. That brawl leading to suspensions and distractions.
And then a decade later, guys, a team that secured the #1 seed in the East stumbled down the stretch amidst finger pointing and accusations. The Pacers dismantling that core and restarting with a new identity. We'll see if they can get back into that title contender conversation once again.
Allen's checked in for the Pacers.
And the Pacers acquiring the Fort Wayne Mad Ants of the Developmental League going into last season. Some rumors had it that they try to move the team closer to Indianapolis, but the Pacers said no, they're committed to keeping them in Fort Wayne, which is really a good basketball city, and it's only about 2 hours from Indianapolis.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Stolen by Wilson, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
We know Brook Lopez is a great post scorer, but he can shoot it too. Growing up with big brothers, he said, I had to score somehow, and it was easier to play outside. I was out on the wing a lot in high school running the floor. I had to adapt. Kevin, it's hard to picture him on the wing now, but he's comfortable out there.
Yeah, but he brings that skill level, DA. You can see that. Thank you. And the Mad Ants were the last D-League team that didn't have a one-on-one affiliation with an NBA team.
That's exactly right, and now they belong to the Indiana Pacers. And if you want a D-League team in this day and age, you've got to start your own. Seems like pretty soon every team in the NBA will have their own D-League team to go one-on-one, 30 for 30.
Lopez a screen. Kilpatrick passes to Lopez. Low block shot on the way, and there it is for him. Lopez has got 23.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Shots good by Wilson. What a show we've seen from Orange Juice. Both of them lighting it up.
And it's incredible to watch just how in sync they are with one another. That they know exactly what they want to do and have been getting it done all game long.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
In the corner, George with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. They're running. The tray knocks down the 3-ball. Wilson's got 40 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Indiana.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Pass to Allen. Outside Wilson. Clock at 6. Young with no one around. And the 3 off target. Young inside. And what a nice play there between Orange Juice to set up that score.
And Young got the finish, but the pass from Prez was just as important.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So the Pacers also changing it up. Allen's checked in for C.J. Miles. Prez comes in for Monte Ellis. And Levens is subbed in for Teague. Scola out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Foy. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. No one near Prez as he lets it go. Again, Indiana.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Wilson. And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Whitehead's checked in for Bogdanovich. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. And the call will be against Prez. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Out left to the wing. Here's Whitehead. That's short off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Offensive rebound. Allen. The stupendous finish in traffic.
One of the things that Allen does really well, in my opinion, is reading shot trajectories. I mean, he works so hard to get himself in the right position to come away with offensive rebound.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside Wilson. Here's Stuckey. Shot from 12. And it's good. 2 points.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Whitehead passes to Foy. And the call will be against Prez. That's it for him. He's fouled. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Prez.
Hey, Kenny here, man. You were a factor.
And that'll wrap things up.
If a man won't try me, trust me, listen. Me and my ain't scared of police. We don't listen to no politician. Everybody on the same mission, and we don't care about your ism and schisms. Cause it's shut down. That's not me, and it's shut down. When it's shut down, Fashion Week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy, better know when it's shut down. You wanna act like a jockey for the camera. You say you're Muslim, you say you're Rasta. Say you don't eat pork, don't eat liar. You're just an actor. Blood, you're not on your dean. And if Selassie I saw you, he would say, blood, take off the red, gold and green. Them man are soft just like ice cream. Scene, start moving correctly. If you don't wanna upset me, you get me. You trying to show me you're friendly? I told you before this don't impress me. I better make you respect me when you see the man them are selling out Wembley. Roll deep in a blacked out. Pull up outside like what was? Yeah, and it's shut down. That's not me and it's shut down. When it's shut down, Fashion Week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down.